is happening? Welcome to DPV. I was not expecting to make the video I'm making today, or in these circumstances. So, I was taking a load to the storage unit in my 1-ton, and heard this loud bang on the freeway, and then all of a sudden it was like just sputtering and nasty and like revving RPMs and then drop almost to nothing. Rev to RPMs, drop almost to nothing, and no power. I don't know what's going on. So I've got a few of the parts that I ordered from Summit that I knew were on the verge of needing replacing. So we're gonna try that. I also think that the way it sounds, I had a similar experience when I had this Suzuki Sidekick, and the muffler got smashed when I was wheeling, and it made this awful backfiring, no power, sputtering sound. The truck kind of sounds like that, and my muffler was like so rotted that I think maybe I might have hit a bump on the freeway or something, and it collapsed the muffler where it's all rotted. So I might cut that off because I've got some new parts to replace that anyway. We'll try that first. If that doesn't work, then it's just gonna run bad and be loud and obnoxious. And then we'll try the ignition set. I got a new cap, rotor wires, and then we'll try a new fuel filter because I've got that also. It's been sputtering for a while anytime I take like a long hill before I get to the top of the hill. It's almost like it's running out of fuel. So that fuel filter could be plugged up. I mean, the truck is 22 years old. So, all right, let's get to the truck. Plugged up. Now it's not even trying to start, so I'm gonna go with the ignition first, I guess. All right, so the distributor is buried back there. So that's gonna be fun. So on each side there's just a 13mm bolt, but they are a pain in the butt to get to with all those wires in the way, but I got it. So there's the coil. I just gotta get this Torx bit down and get that front little screw on the cap, but I don't have any quarter drive extensions with me. Let's see if I can actually get down in there. All right, again, I'm sorry that I can't really show you what's going on back there, but the front cap screw or whatever was basically like underneath the intake, and I'm like, what the heck? This is stupid. I'm a Chevy guy. I love Chevys, but this is ridiculous. So I was like, no way do we got to pull the intake off to pull the thing cap and rotor off. You shouldn't have to do that. Then I realized that I could just loosen the distributor and rotate it. Now I made sure that I looked at where it was positioned before, because obviously that's going to jack up my timing, but I was able to rotate it enough to get to that front screw. So now I can replace that cap and rotor, and then I'll turn the distributor back, tighten down the little distributor clamp, and should be back in business. Alright, have any of you guys ever seen this? I feel like this is a little weird. This, on the rotor, the plastic was totally broke. Okay? And this screw was not even in. I don't know if it like vibrated loose over time and then this thing like cocked funny. That is weird. Now I've seen the contact be worn to the point where it won't strike anymore, but holy cow. I've never seen like a complete mechanical failure on a rotor. So, really good chance that was the issue. We will see here. Sure. Alright, I got the rotor in. Forgot to mention, I got these parts from Summit Racing. This is not a sponsored video. I purchased these myself. But I do love buying things through Summit. Summit brand cap and rotor and Summit brand plug wires. And I will, I'll put the part numbers down below. I've always been impressed with their products. So yeah, if you're wanting a new cap and rotor for your 454, I'll put those part numbers down in the description below. So now, got the rotor in. I don't know if you can see it down in there. Kind of buried. It seems like there's a lot of play in that distributor, so gosh, I don't know if I maybe need a new one or if that's normal. You know anything about that? Leave a comment below. Like, it feels like that rotor in there really wiggles around. So, all right, I'm gonna get the cap on. Screw in the front of the distributor broke off. So this is turning into more of a rescue mission than cap and rotor replacement. I'm going to head over to the gas station over there and find some zip ties or some tie wire so I can tie wire that cap down. I'm not going to replace the spark plug wires right now because pull that distributor out, I'm pretty sure I'm going to freaking pull the whole top of the motor off. You know. That really sucks. Alright, so this is the longest zip tie they had. I don't think it's going to be long enough to go all the way around. So one trick you can do is tie two zip ties together. Pretty simple. Like that, voila, you got a longer zip tie. So again, you're not gonna be able to see what I'm doing back there, so basically I'm just gonna try to wrap this around the bottom of the distributor and the cap and suck it down tight. Hook all the plug wires back up, hook my coil back up. Not sure if you can see it in there or not, but got the cap zip tied on. The front screws broke off, the back one, the tab broke off on the distributor. Like, what the heck, man? And the inside of the distributor where the rotor attaches to, it's just like wobbling all around. So That distributor, I think, is like totally junk. Sucks. Hopefully it doesn't wobble so much that it breaks another rotor and leaves me stranded again. Alright, so now I'm going to just hook up all the plug wires and then get that coil back on. I'll see, I'll be ready to fire it up. Alright, here goes nothing. New cap and rotor, held on with zip ties. Sweet, it actually sounds really good. But I cannot trust it very long. I feel like that distributor is wore out. Like the way that thing was wobbling around, and now it's held on with zip ties. So I'm gonna baby it over to storage unit, unload this crap, and hopefully make it home. So far, so good. So if you're replacing the cap and rotor on 98 GMC with the big block and the screw holes all snap off, you can zip tie your cap on and make it home. Yeah, so I was hoping to start the suspension on this thing this week, but it looks like replacing that distributor. That mounting shaft where the rotor attaches to, man, that's so much play, and I'm afraid that I'll end up having the same issue again. You know, it looked like the one screw vibrated loose, and then the rotor must have kicked sideways a little bit, and then caught and broke off, and that's what caused the major malfunction there. So I think a new distributor is what we're gonna have to do. So stay tuned for that. We'll be putting a new distributor in the 1-ton. Also, you know what? We need to come up with the name for this truck. I've got some ideas, but I'll post this video. It's a 1998 GMC crew cab, 8-foot bed, dually, 4-wheel drive. It's a big truck. So, like I said, I've got an idea of what I want to call it, but leave a comment below what you think this truck should be called. It's kind of a crappy debut to have its first featured video broke down. I'm sure you've seen it in other videos where I'm like towing the Jeep and stuff. It's a good truck, but they don't run good forever. So anyway, what should I name this thing? Stay tuned for that distributor install video, and then we'll be rebuilding the suspension on this truck and building some wicked exhaust. That's it for this video. Wheel it, wreck it, wrench it, repeat. See you next time.